welcome to Quincy in Focus, the Quincy Access Television magazine show. I'm DJ Blaze, an intern from Quincy High School and your host for today's episode. Our first piece, we have a recap on the Vietnam Veterans Day that took place with the members of the City of Quincy celebrating and recognizing the service and sacrifices of the Vietnam veteran soldiers.
We gather today to honor the brave men and women who served during one of the most difficult chapters in our nation. They answered the call with courage, served with honor, and carried the weight of their service long after they came home. Here in Quincy, patriotism is not just something we remember, it is something woven into who we are.
Quincy is a great city, not because I'm the mayor. I'm blessed to be the mayor of this great city, and we have a great team. And I've always been so impressed with how our generation after generation have responded to our nation in need. This city has done it far greater in many ways per capita than many other communities across the state and the nation. And we all should be so proud of that. And I know that we've got a number of Quincy kids serving today, including Captain Hill in the Navy, a North Quincy grad 97, and they're doing their duty. So let us be mindful of their service, and when you hit the knees tonight or hit the pillow, if you can't do the knees, keep them in your prayers that they may be home swiftly and safely as they do their service to our country. So thank you to all of our veterans. Thank you for your service. It sounds so shallow. It's the best we can do on behalf of the City of Quincy and all the residents. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And these names inscribed in the back of this wall, we thank the O'Connell family for doing this. When they built Marina Bay, this wasn't something publicly funded. They did this, one of the first in the country, to honor these gents. So we're grateful to the O'Connell family. And as long as these names are inscribed here, they'll never be forgotten. God bless everybody.
There's a nice crowd. I see all you here every year. This is the 39th consecutive Vietnam Veterans Day in Quincy. Hard to believe. Dick Churchill and I walked down there with General Westmoreland 39 years ago. You guys from the War on Terror, you vets, I'm glad you're all here. I'm glad you're all okay. And make sure you say a prayer tonight for the kids that are on the front line now, because there are plenty of them out there. My brother Vietnam vets have been here for 39 years, and most of you look it.
Thanks, Tom.
Okay, Joe.
The things that mean something to the country, and like this event right here is absolutely off the page, and I don't know how much more I could say about that, except my town in Winston, Connecticut was a lot like that, because when I got out of the hospital and was driving back from New York into Winston, Winston has a main street about 1.5 miles long. Every single storefront had a welcome home Jim sign in it. And it was done by all the WW2 guys. I mean, I get a little bit choked up with that, but I just want to leave you with this. I'm going to read it because I've tried to memorize it for a couple of years, really, and I screw it up. So I'm just going to say this. A veteran is someone who at one point in his or her life wrote a blank check made payable to the United States of America with no restrictions. So thank you so much for your time, and thank you for having me here. I sure appreciate it.
For our second piece, we have highlights from the Roads and Rivers concert showing performances from the Tom Demena Trio, the Harvard Crocodillos, and the Creedence Clearwater Revival tribute band, Sweet Hitchhiker.
When you're out on the road, feeling quite lost, consider the burden of faith. And he who is wise will not criticize when another man fail at the game. Beware of strange faces in dark dingy places, be careful while bending below. Last year living will never fall down if you pity the stranger who stands at your door. Waiting things to catch, bills to pay. Learn to walk while the was away. He was talking for a new it, and as he say, I'm gonna be like you, Dad. You know I'm gonna be like you. And your pets and the cradle and the silver spoon. Little boy blue and man in the moon. When you don't know and don't know when, we'll get together there, son. You know we'll have a good time there.
As I walk along, I wonder what went wrong with our love, a love that was so strong. And as I still walk on, I think of the things we've done together while our hearts were young. I'm walking in the rain, just wanting to feel the pain, wishing you were here by me to reminisce misery, and I wonder.
Next, we have the Quincy High School Presidents versus the North Quincy High School Raiders baseball game that took place at Adams Field, with the whole game broadcasted on QATV. These Quincy rivalry games never disappoint, as it is one of the best rivalries in the state. North Quincy ended up winning this very close game with a score of 4-3, with number 24 Ronan Brown scoring the game-winning run on the Raiders' walk-off hit.
22, Aiden McElhaney will be batting 7th. Alex Saunders batting 8th. And batting 9th is Ronald Gonzalez. That's in the dirt. Strike 3, and Tolan will throw down the first for the out. Down to third base. Nice play there. And over the first for the out. So Presidents go down 1-2-3 here in the top of the first inning. And North Quincy will now come to the plate. Brown takes off, throw down to second, and he'll be in there. The ball gets into center field. Brown going again on the run, and ball's in play. And can't pick it over there on first base. It was Matt Christiniak. Brown's going to score on the error, and North Quincy will now take a 1-0 lead. And right back through the middle, and that's going to score Tolan from third. Runner going down the second throw, and great throw there by the catcher for Quincy, Ryan Beach, and the runner's out at second. And it's going to go to the shortstop. We'll see if he can make the play. Big throw, and getting down there, Flannery is in time. Flannery, he's running, and it goes right back to Scarvalis, and his throw is off the mark.
Oh boy.
Throw over the third now, and so we're going to have first and third there as in. All right, Alex Saunders, the second baseman, he swings. That's going to go to second base. And
nice.
Error doesn't come back to hurt North Quincy and Aiden Scarvalis, so they get out of the inning. Moving on. Ground ball down the line, and that's going to be fair ball. Doyle looking for second base, and he's going to hold up there, as it was a nice job there
Great
by
job
the left
getting the ball
fielder,
in.
by McElhaney, to get it in.
Great job getting that ball in right there.
That one in the hole. Shortstop Gonzalez has no play as he was deep in the hole there, and he just holds on to it. Pop fly in the infield.
Infield
Infield fly rule was called, so batter is out. Over to the shortstop, see if they can turn two. They get one at second base, but Tolan quick down the line. So Quincy, only gets one there. All right, and out at second base. Caught stealing to end last inning. Right down to the first baseman,
nice
first
play.
pitch, and nice play there by Krasinski. Off-speed
Atta
pitch,
boy.
fly ball into left field. And tagging up there is Tolan. As making the catch was Aiden McElhaney. Max LaMonica up now for North Quincy, the designated hitter tonight. And he hits a ground ball to the shortstop. Gonzalez makes a play on a tough throw. And, a great pick
Look,
over there.
yes.
And that's going to be a base hit into left field. Gonzalez is going home. And throw coming to third base there. It'll be an RBI single for Brian Gustafson. McNeil running on the pitch. Throw down to third, and it gets away. McNeil's going to come home and score on the wild throw there. And Presidents get another run on the board. Ground ball over to Tolan, and he bobbles it, see if he can get over to second base.
He throws it
and
away.
He throws it away, and Gonzalez is going to come around to score.
This ain't over yet.
And ball gets into the outfield, and Brown's going to come around to score. And North Quincy will walk it off and win this game 4-3.
For this next piece, Different environmental and health experts will go over issues in Quincy and how they will combat them. Topics range from energy efficiency to food waste.
I'm Matt. I am with Nico, Mass Save partner, and I wanted to just talk to everybody a little bit about what you can get through Mass Save here in Quincy. Welcome to the Home Energy Saving Workshop. We first want to thank the City of Quincy and our partnership with Quarry over there. Thanks very much. Done quite a bit of work through, hi Quincy, through the city and with Quincy Asian Resources. And I want to talk a little bit about who Nico is. We're a home performance contractor, community first partner with the city of Quincy, and our job is to help residents connect with the Mass Save program. It's helping you to save energy, cut carbon emissions, and save money on your utility bills.
I'm part of our municipal energy efficiency team. So I am fortunate enough to get to work with cities and towns like Quincy, a small group of cities and towns actually who have a lot of ambition around reducing their energy and cutting their carbon emissions. And so among the communities that I work with, 13 of them, Quincy is, I would say, at the top of ambition and leading the way on taking it full advantage of our Mass Save programs to help save on costs and on energy. And I'm here to help the city then help you all to access Mass Save as residents, as business owners, and of course for our city buildings. And I know as somebody who's passionate about climate and clean energy issues, like many of you all, I'm always looking for good news and for ways to take action. And I'm here to tell really good story, really good news.
Hello, my name is Marley Castley. I'm the Commissioner of Public Health for the City of Quincy Health Department. And next year will be 5 years as the Commissioner, which I can't believe it flies by. But I am here to talk about a great grant that we had with Margaret since she's been here. We've gotten some phone calls and some emails from residents in Quincy Point, Germantown, Howes Neck in regards to air quality due to the Weymouth compressor station, the Braintree Clean Harbors, and the Quincy Point Four River Twin River Technology Building. And so today we received the grant. We're going to be partnering with Purple Air, and basically they're going to be installed in May in the locations designated here, which will give us some coverage. Fernsburg Golf Course, because it's high in elevation, we'll be able to monitor the air, and also it'll be a little bit of our control area.
All right. So, food waste separation, why is it important? It combats climate change and it helps the plants grow. So we have a food waste separation program at the Quincy Public School System. Here's a little bit of timeline. Started with QCAN. QCAN contacted the mayor's office and said, can we please do something about collecting food waste in the city? The mayor created a composting task force. They met over COVID, but they were dedicated. They presented before the city council. They decided to start with Quincy High School. The loading dock was one of the big features that appealed to the team. They created an operations team. I was on it, Tom, Shelley Dean, Sarah DeFore, and Emily Lebo. It's a picture of Emily Finbar-Heaslip. We hired in January of 2023. We started the pilot at Quincy High School in February of 2023. So with the assistance of the Wallaston Garden Club. And I have to say, I'm from the Wallaston Garden Club, and without the Wallaston Garden Club, this really wouldn't have gotten off the ground because Finbar couldn't have done it by himself. He needed some volunteers, and the women in the club really got together and got it going at Quincy High School. And then, of course, what happened in Quincy, we have North Quincy High School versus Quincy High School. So the principal at North Quincy said, come on over to North Quincy, we want to do this too. So we did start that. It was very difficult to juggle both high schools, but we were very happy in the fall when we were able to get 2 program coordinators hired. Yulia, who's here with us tonight, works at Quincy High School, and then we have Mike at North Quincy High School. We moved on to Atlantic Middle School in the spring of 2025, and then we are now at Broad Meadows, and we're looking to move out of there. But what I wanted to mention is that one of the things is that you have to set up the operation. So what happens before you go to the school? You have to visit the school, see how they move their waste now. How can we seamlessly incorporate food waste into their system? So that's one of the most important things that we do.
Are you a fan of the Patriots? If so, this next piece will hit you right at home. Over the next couple of minutes, watch Drake May and Quincy Mayor Tom Koch shave their heads for charity.
We want to introduce everybody who is here today and helping raise a lot of money for Children's Hospital. So we will start with the mayor of Quincy, Mayor Tom Koch. Round of applause for the mayor. And the president and chief executive officer at Boston Children's Hospital, Kevin Churchwell. What he did on the football field is beaten by what he has done philanthropically for our region with his charitable foundation. So he is a 3-time Super Bowl champion. Joe Andruzzi, please.
Let me jump in, give it up for Hillman. Hillman not only broadcasts live, bringing lots of positive energy to us, but he's a philanthropic leader in our community. Give it up for Greg Hill.
Thank you. Hold on a second. Ladies and gentlemen, another person who needs no introduction. He has given great joy and pleasure to this region. We are blessed to have him in our life. Drake May, please.
For 2 hours, right?
And I would be remiss if I didn't mention the real star of the day, his lovely wife, Ann Michael May. So,
It's my pleasure on behalf of 800 plus Granite teammates, and by the way, a couple hundred volunteers from the broader community who just came to join us to present a check for, we hold that up, Greg, we have us hold it up, $4,155,000.
And that's all for this episode of Quincy in Focus. If you'd like to reach out to QATV or are interested in becoming a member, please visit our website at qatv.org or give us a call at 617-376-1440. This has been DJ Blaze, and once again, thank you for watching.